Each and every Monday is $9 Monday at WagerTalk.com, and all daily picks packages are priced at only $9, including 5% best bets, normally priced at $35. As an added bonus, any picks packages loaded early for Overnight Tuesday or action during the week will also be priced at $9 until midnight on Monday. So make sure to take advantage of getting these $25 and $35 picks for only $9 before the clock strikes 12 and they return to regular price.
You just act. There you go.
Oh, and Joe, of all the things to say.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Teddy's got something to say, so bring him in, damn it, Robert. Let's go. Teddy covers in. Go ahead, Teddy. What do you got, man?
It's nothing good. I was going to say, just don't, whatever you do, don't say I'm hot coming in, because my NBA has stunk the last couple of weeks, and then we're on air. So,
all right, there we go.
There you are. So, what a great way to start the show. Yeah.
I love it. Welcome in, guys, and happy Wednesday, December the 15th here, as we got a little NBA, and we're not going to ask Teddy at all how it's been going in the NBA, but we do have a loaded card here tonight, so we're going to try to navigate through a few of these games that are on the board, and we're going to do it with, you're going to be shocked, it's Teddy Covers in the house, as well as Kevin Dolan here for you guys today. We'll do our best, of course, to try and get you as much up-to-date information as we have and point you in the right direction. So, Teddy, I know you got something locked and loaded over at WagerTalk.com or Sports Memo, whether it be college football, NFL. What's going on over there?
So you can ask me how I'm doing, and I'll tell you. What was the game that the Cavs scored 81 in the first half? That'd be on Saturday, or was that Friday or Saturday? Yeah. Anyhow, I had the over in that game. Didn't get there. I had the Nuggets the other night, right? I had the Nuggets at home against the Wiz. They're up 33 in the third quarter. I'm like, can I turn this one off? Yeah, I can turn this one off.
Mm-hmm.
Wizards are fouling and had a look at a three to cover at the end of the game.
Yep.
And they're just not coming easy for me right now. So hopefully we can do one easy one tonight. Single best bet. It's a ride the hot, fade the cold situation. You can get that right now over at WagerTalk and SportsMemo.com. But I'm a little bit frustrated in the NBA of late, Joe. They're just the ones that are supposed to cash aren't cashing easy, and the ones that the coin flips just haven't flipped my way for the last couple of weeks. So, unfortunately.
Now, you so you didn't have Jokic getting thrown out and the entire team falling apart after that? Unbelievable. Good Lord.
It was I did not expect to sweat that game. And I was, I don't know if you watched the very end. They fouled on a 3-point shot. He hit the first two and then clanked the third one, and the rebound was live.
It's probably better if you just shut that game off and said, all right, it was a W. You were good to go. But listen, the good part is we got a lot more games in the NBA to make this all right, and we plan on doing that for sure. And I know, Kevin Dolan, you are locked and loaded here, I am sure, tonight. And you had a nice little run in the NBA going as well. So what's going on over at WagerTalk.com?
Yeah, no complaints from me, Joe. I think as well that's the best start to this NBA show that I've ever seen. Some funny stuff there. But things have been going really well in the NBA for me. Came off another winner last night. We're currently on a 10-1 run right now in the NBA as well, 44-26 long term. Still ranking as the number one profit leader in NBA over the last 365 days as well, plus 86.38%. So no complaints my end on the hardwood. I have to say, things going extremely well in the NBA right now. And, looking to keep that going tonight, we got an NBA total best bet loaded up at WagerTalk. So, ready to talk some NBA.
All right, guys. Well, let's do it here. And, of course, we're going to start where else? With our contrarian play of the day. And we're going to take a look at, the West and two teams that, one team may have righted the ship. The other team certainly getting all the love right now and deserved, as the Utah Jazz will be taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers 9.5 as it continues to roll in for them. And that makes sense. I mean, given what we've seen from them thus far, they are shall we say, one of the elites here in the West. At least that's the way it's looking. And the Clippers, it was a terrible month of November, Teddy, but they seem to have righted the ship here a little bit. It was a big win, even though they didn't have Paul George against the Phoenix Suns there the other night. And I think they're now on a 4-game winning streak. So what do you think here? Are we giving too much love to Utah? Is there any value in backing the Clippers here?
This is not one where you're going to talk me into the contrarian side, because there are a couple of pieces in place here that really point towards the Utah Jazz. And it starts with playoff revenge. Let's not forget that it was the Clips who rallied back against the Utah Jazz to knock them off last year in the postseason. They did it without Kawhi, if you remember. It was all Paul George, who went nuts the last 4 games of that series. The Clips ended up, rallying from that when they were down 0-2 and then won the next 4 to, send the Jazz home. And that's a loss Utah's going to remember very, very well.
Yep.
So there's a circle the wagon spot for the Jazz here. And if I'm back in the Clips, I need Paul George in the game. And I know they can win. They have shown that they can beat foes without him. But in a game of this magnitude, I want to know for sure that the George in there. And I'm not convinced that's going to be the case tonight. It doesn't look like the markets expect George to play. He's still officially listed as questionable with an elbow injury. But the Clips, without their, they haven't had Kawhi all year. I'm not going to talk about him, but without their stud, I don't know that I want them against a Jazz team that's coming with something tonight. So it'd be Utah or pass for this better, unless Paul George plays. If Paul George ends up playing, I think you can make a case for the Clips. But as of now, it doesn't look like he's going to be good to go, and that means it's Utah or pass for this bet.
Yeah, Paul George, Nicholas Batum, also questionable in this one. Serge Ibaka, what a shock. He's out. Never really thought he was back in anyway. But Kev, what do you think here? Is this kind of hey, if Paul George goes, there's some value here, or do you think it's all on Utah regardless?
No, I quite like the contrarian player tonight, Joe. I actually sent it in as my dog player of the night as well. So, stacks up nicely here. Look, I'm a huge believer in this Utah Jazz team. Obviously, sent out a plus 750 ticket on them to win the West at the start of the season. Thought that price was way too big. So, I don't need any convincing on how good this Jazz team are, when everything's clicking into place. But I just think this is a few too many points to be given the Clippers tonight in my eyes. Obviously, you mentioned the injuries there. LA are going to be without some star power tonight. Batum, Leonard, Paul George are all likely out. But I've been impressed with how Morrison have stepped up of the plate over recent games. The Clippers actually had the 3rd best defensive efficiency metrics out of any team last time out against Phoenix. Their offensive scoring has shot up by over 4 points per game as well over recent starts. So I do think the Clippers can hang inside the number here. Utah returning home off that 4-game road trip as well. Probably feeling a little bit, comfortable in their eyes. Minus 9.5 is a lot of points. So definitely lean towards the Clippers here to squeeze inside this number against Utah later tonight.
All right, guys, there we got it there. A contrarian play. We're going to take a look at the Clippers, 9.5 taking on Utah. This game is, of course, the late game on the East Coast, which is also good news since it gives us at least a little bit of time to figure out who the hell's playing and who's not playing. Let's check out our featured matchup of the day and break down. Look at this. Lakers taking on the Dallas Mavericks there as, I know, I got it. I don't know why I was thinking Minnesota. But yes, Lakers taking on Dallas here. Short line, 1.5. There is an open, 216 as a total. And listen, Teddy, Dallas has done pretty good without Doncic the last couple of games. They've won. They've covered. This will be, I think, the 3rd game in a row now that he has missed. No Anthony Davis for the Lakers, but it does appear that LeBron and Westbrook are a go. So are you shocked the number is this small, or are you looking at the home favorite here?
Oh, I'm not shocked at all. Of course, Dallas is a 2-point dog in this game right now to LA. I've got Anthony Davis upgraded to probable right now. That's why we've seen some Lakers money, but the Lakers still will be very shorthanded. No Malik Monk, Taylor Horton-Tucker, both missing And of course, Dwight Howard, all in the COVID protocols or quarantine or whatever you want to call it. So it'll be a shorthanded Lakers team. I'm going to talk about Dallas perhaps the way we probably should have talked about Memphis a month ago when John Morant got hurt. And my thought process was, hey, maybe Memphis could do something, but I didn't put the pedal to the metal. And lo and behold, the Grizzlies have been the best point spread team in the league since their point guard got hurt. So here's Dallas. Oh, Luka can't play. Well, that creates a whole bunch of shots for a bunch of other guys. It's not like they have a problem at the backup position with Jalen Brunson. It's not like they have a problem with a third stringer. They got Burke coming off the bench now and getting his playing time. And that, these are guys that can play. So you're not sitting there with a point guard. Oh, my God, the point guard's gone now. The team can't move the ball, and it's a nightmare. That's not the case for Dallas. But the markets do what they do and slash the legs out under the Dallas once Luka goes down. And, of course, with Anthony Davis expected to play for the Lakers tonight, lo and behold, the money's coming for L.A. L.A.'s not very good, if you guys haven't noticed. They're not a team I'm comfortable laying a price with on the highway. And for me, it's a clear Mavericks are pass. As you mentioned, they have played good basketball without their leading scorer. And you also may want to look at the under in this one. Dallas trending heavily to the under. 7 straight unders for the Mavs, and their defense has been really good in recent ballgames.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been the LeBron show since he's come back here over the last couple of games there, Kev. And, the big question is consistency, right? Are we going to continue to get that? Are we not? Like, what Lakers team shows up? How are you looking at this game here tonight? Side, total? What are you going to do with it?
I'd have a small lean towards the Lakers on this one, Joe. Going back to Dallas's game against Charlotte on Monday night, the Mavs shot 51.8% from the floor in that one, 63.3% effective field goal percentage as well, 46.3% from beyond the arc. All of those ranked top 3 in the league over last game sample size as well, and way, way above Dallas's season averages. Also, the Mavs ranked just 24th on 3-point shooting percentage this season, 22nd from the floor, and so on. So, there's injured player theory, and then there's what the Mavericks have been able to do over recent games. So, I think that starts to cool off here for them a bit. As they can't keep putting up 50%, 60% plus nights offensively. So it's not a major lean by any stretch because, as you said, we don't know what we're going to get from the Lakers. But, if I'm playing this one, I'm going to look for some regression tonight and take the Lakers as short road favorites here.
All right, going to be looking at the Lakers here tonight. 11-17 against the number this year. It's not been profitable back in the Lakers in spots like this at all. But they are 7:40 Eastern time tip-off there in Dallas tonight. So keep an eye, obviously, and see whether or not Davis is going to go. All right, let's take a look here at our overtime matchup. And now I believe we are going to take a look here at the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets because, well, look at this number. 217 as an open, 223.5, 224. The money has come rolling in on the over, Teddy. Everybody wants to bet the over. What about you in this one?
Well, you can understand why the money's come on the over. Both these teams, they're not trending over. They're going over like crazy. Really. It's pretty heavy for both squads. Minnesota 8-2 to the over, last 10, 4 straight overs, all of them flying over by margin. Denver, I've got them 9-1 to the over, last 10. So between them, we're talking about 17-3 to the over, last 20 games. You can understand why the money is coming in favor of a high-scoring contest. And, of course, given the way Minnesota plays defense, you can certainly make a case for another over tonight. It's not like we've seen the T-Wolves show any ability to step it up on the defensive end against any team that can put the biscuit in the basket. And Denver is certainly, with Jokic healthy and good to go, they're a team that can certainly light up the scoreboard on any given night. The problem, of course, with playing this over is that Nuggets defense. Because I'll tell you what, Denver defensively, they've been solid. They haven't been spectacular, but they've been solid. And we're talking about this point spread or this total range after it's already been steamed up. I worry about Minnesota getting theirs this evening. I do. So not a strong opinion one way or the other. I understand all the over money coming in, but it's not mine.
Yeah, it's almost as if it's overvalued now to the over there, Kevin Dolan. Now, what do you think? I do believe D'Angelo Russell is still questionable here tonight. Jokic has been on an absolute tear, but we've also seen what happens to Denver when he goes to the bench or, I don't know, gets thrown out of the game. It doesn't often work well offensively. So what do you think here? Is it an over or not spot for you tonight?
Yeah, huge movement to the over here, obviously, Joe. And understandable, as Teddy said, D'Angelo Russell is such a key cog in this Wolves offense, averaging the third most points per game for Minnesota this season, right behind Towns and Edwards. Averaged the most assists for Minnesota on Sunday night, too, against the Blazers. So, I can get the move here. Denver have been slipping slightly defensively a late as well, averaging 8.4 points per game more to opponents over the last 3 starts. Compared with their season average. So, lean to the over in this one, but look, at 223.5, I'm not going to play it at that number.
Yeah, it is it's continuing also, obviously, to get some money its way, but should be an interesting one. Entertaining, to say the least. If you like defense, not the game probably to watch if that's the case there. But Minnesota-Denver is our overtime matchup. All right, that sound you hear is what, Robert? Is it the Houston Rockets? What are we hearing there? What is that?
That's
What's going on? There it is.
That's my dog. That's my dog. And anybody got to say anything, you let me know. That's my dog.
All right, we got a few to choose from here tonight as we take a look at the list. It includes, what else? The Magic. We do have, the Houston Rockets on this list, the Miami Heat, Dallas Mavericks, the Thunder, Bucks, Hornets, T-Wolves, the Kings, oh, hell no, the Clippers, and the Blazers. So, Teddy, taking a look at this list of dogs, is there one on here you would make your own tonight?
Yes, the one you said hell no to. That would be the Sacramento Kings. Let me start with this, all right? What's Washington doing laying a price to anybody right now? All right. I know they rallied down 30 from down 33 against the Nuggets the other night. They didn't win the game. And Denver's best player got thrown out, and they didn't cover the game, and that continued the stretch that they've been on for Washington. This team's not playing good ball. They've lost 5 of the last 6. The win in overtime against Detroit. Okay? That's not a team I'm interested in laying points with this evening. They may have Kuzma back. It looks like Kuzma's going to be back in, and he certainly has proven over the last couple of days to be a key rotation piece for Washington. But I want to talk about the other side of the equation here, because here's Sacramento, and Sacramento's road trip was as ugly as it gets. All right? They didn't show up. They didn't show up, and they didn't show up, and the coach got COVID. Now, Gentry's not going to be coaching tonight. But after the third no-show, they had the players-only meeting. And this is a team that does have a handful of veterans. Harrison Barnes came out and said, we're not playing together. That's what it boils down to. As a group, we discussed it. I'm anticipating Sacramento to bring a little something to the table. And remember, before they left home, they won their last 2. I don't mind when Gentry's out. All right? Gentry was not amused by their last show. When you go out and play with that kind of effort, it's ridiculous. Now that he's sitting at home with COVID, I'm surprised the team shows up for him in this one. Sacramento plus the points is the way it would look. Washington's got no business in this point.
Yeah. Rashawn Holmes still listed as doubtful, but boy, oh boy, they certainly miss him. It'd be great to get him back for this Sacramento team. But Teddy, he likes the one team that Ski has added to his oh hell no list. But Teddy's backing him because the other team on that list happens to be the Washington Wizards. So there you go. All right, Kev, taking a look here. Are the Pelicans on here somewhere? No, where are you going to go here, man? Sorry, I don't see any Pelicans.
It's got to be the Magic, Joe, all day long. I love me some Orlando, but no, I'm only joking. I'm gonna skip Orlando tonight. I'm gonna skip Orlando today. I already talked about my dog player the night back at the contrarian play, Joe. I like the Clippers to stay alive tonight in that contest against Utah. For all the reasons I gave out before, So yeah, Clippers for me plus the points against the Jazz. I like that as my dog play of the night for Wednesday.
All right, good stuff. He is backing the Clippers. So there you go. Those are today's dogs. Now it is time to slap 60 seconds on the clock and see with the card tonight if there is a game maybe they like a little bit more than the rest. So, Teddy, 60 seconds. Start with you, my man. Where are you going here tonight on the card?
Yeah, let's talk about the Pacers and the Bucks. And this would have made an official play for my clients. I released it to my clients, but I missed the number. Nonetheless, I still think this side is spot on. I want no part of the Bucks this evening. Giannis not going to play tonight. He's in quarantine issues. Middleton may not play tonight. And that's just one of a number of key Milwaukee rotation players that aren't going to be in the lineup. And, of course, it is a Bucks team that there are years that you want them off a loss. This hasn't been that year so far in 2021. And I'll tell you what. I like this Pacers team right now. I think they are a legitimately undervalued commodity. They had all kinds of problems winning close games early in the season. That hasn't been the case of late. We saw them take the Warriors to the wire the other night, and that snapped a 3-game skid, but they still covered the number. I think Indiana, an undervalued commodity at this stage of the season, worth laying a modest price with tonight.
All right. I love it. Yeah, they've been playing with some attitude ever since it was leaked that all their asses are up for sale come the trading deadline. So they have been absolutely phenomenal here. How about it, Kev? 60 seconds on the clock, man. Where are you going here tonight?
Yeah, exact same, Joe. My best bet's going to be on Indiana tonight as well. Milwaukee, as Teddy mentioned, absolutely gutted rotation-wise ahead of tonight's game. No Giannis, no Cousins, no Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton also likely out due to that left knee. So I think the Pacers will be geared up to take advantage of those injuries later tonight with a win and cover in this one. Indiana already 0-2 on the divisional series this year. Both losses coming on home court for the Pacers as well. By an average of 14 points per game. So the Pacers likely have this game circled tonight, going on the road to Milwaukee, doing a great run of form, as Teddy mentioned right now as well. 3 wins from the last 4, almost beat out Golden State on Monday night as well. So, I do believe Indiana comes into this one tonight, gets the win and cover here, against the divisional rival that simply owned them over recent games. I'm backing on the reverse happening in this one. Indiana, for me, minus the short number on the road tonight against the Bucks, and that'll be my best bet for Wednesday.
I love it. All right, it is unanimous, and nobody picked Houston Rockets. I'm sorry, Robert. That sucks for you. All right, guys, there you got it here one more time, just to quickly review that Teddy is looking at the Sacramento Kings as his dog tonight, getting 2 points there against the Wizards. His best bet landing on the Pacers, the Red Hot Pacers here too tonight, laying a short number against the Milwaukee Bucks. Kevin likes the Clippers, getting 9.5 there against Utah tonight as his dog. Best bet also on the Pacers, and this happens to coincide. Really, we should have just talked about 2 games. The Clippers are the contrarian play of the day here, plus 9.5 in that one. And keep in mind, guys, the NBA continues to roll on, and bowl season getting ready to start here, as well as a big week in the NFL. Plenty of opportunities here to make it a profitable what are we, about 2 weeks away from Christmas? Great way to get a little extra cash there rolling for the holidays, guys. Hop on board. Head over and visit Teddy Cover's page at both WagerTalk and or sportsmemo.com, as well as Kevin Dolan. And I'm telling you guys, those 3-day, 7-day, 30-day all-access packages are the way to go. It includes all of their 5% best bets. And yes, you never go without getting one of their plays. All sports, all plays. Great stuff over at WagerTalk.com. All right, there you got it, guys. Loaded card in the NBA. Got some college hoops, some NHL here tonight, a little bit of everything. No matter what you do, hit that bell in the upper right-hand corner. Make plans to come back and join us again tomorrow as we get you ready for, the final couple of days of this week, heading into the weekend. On behalf of Teddy Covers and Kevin Dolan, and I made it through the entire show with asking Teddy how his NBA has been. But the bottom line is, guys, we thank you for swinging by. Best of luck with your plays tonight. Come back and join us tomorrow. We'll do it again. Good luck.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. College football bowl season, baby. And there are 42 bowl and playoff games to keep us entertained for almost 3.5 weeks. Starting with Toledo versus Middle Tennessee State and going through the national championship on Monday, January 10th. Pick your favorite WagerTalk or Sports Memo handicapper and get every college football bowl game they release, including any 5% best bets normally priced at $35 for the low price of $149. As an added bonus, make sure to download the free WagerTalk College Football Bowl Guide by going to wt.buzz/rm. From everyone at WagerTalk and Sports Memo, good luck this college football bowl season.